You know, it's kind of like that big Italian family dinner almost, right? Like you show up, your uncles, your aunts are there, everybody's eating pasta, having a good time, right? When you come into the Mustang scene, even as a new owner, I mean, there's so many people here that are willing to talk to you and give you advice and kind of show you the way and make you feel welcome.
Well, it's a lifestyle and kind of like a second family. You know, you have a passion for something and you see it in the other cars.
I don't know any other way to be, so I don't know how else to describe it to you. I'm a mechanical kind of guy, and I've been screwing with cars since I was a kid.
What drew me in was the community. I always make sure to tell people, I don't care what your car looks like. I want to hear your story.
I've made so many friends through the Mustang community. I got my first Mustang at 16, and some of my best friends I've met through Mustangs as well.
The community, it's just very welcoming. I love being a part of it. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what else I would do.
They're some of the most close-knit people. I have people from South Carolina to Florida, up to New York and further and beyond that we know.
Mustangs bring us together, family keeps us together. And that's the way that this club has always been. Probably hang out more as friends than we even do club things.
I mean, we just drove from South Carolina 9 hours overnight just to be here at this show because we love CJ Pony Parts, we love Bill, we love everybody in this community, and we just enjoy it. Making new friends and family now.
We love going to shows, we support each other, we try to help motivate each other, there's no negativity.
For me, the car community, it's about everybody sharing a passion for their cars.
I like it, it's my happy place because I work a lot, so I do shows to kind of relax and, you know, it's like car therapy.
I have been a photojournalist since 2002. I've covered just about every sort of drag racing there is, from NHRA to NMRA. That initial magazine from the early 90s has turned into what I do today.
It becomes your life, and it really still is. It's interrupted some marriages along the way. I've accepted that.
Oh, it's a lifestyle. You really can't do it part-time, right? This is, at least for me, and my wife would tell you, this pretty much consumes my life from the time I wake up till the time I go to bed. Whether it's work stuff, right, for the racing series, or personal stuff for my Mustang that's over there in the parking lot. It's always cars, 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 all the time, every day.
I want to know, why is the club important to you, and the different stories of support and community and the friendships that have been built because of the people that share these passions that they would have probably never met if it hadn't been for their cars.
We've been going to Carlisle for years, and I was able to meet Tom with the War Admiral Mustang, and he introduced me to so many people, and the community has been so welcoming. It's been amazing.
Being around the racing culture all the time, you get to be around people who are probably the most competitive people you're ever going to meet. Behind the scenes, the racing deal is interesting because I have seen several times where guys who are scheduled to face one another in the next round, one guy's in the other guy's pit fixing his engine, fixing his competitor's engine so that he could race somebody instead of getting a freebie. Regardless of where you are, your stature in the car community, whether you're just getting started or not, it's like a brotherhood, sisterhood, right? Everybody just kind of helps everybody out. I have people that know me that know I know certain people in different industries. This car person will call me, hey, do you know anybody that does such and such? Go call Chuck down at whatever. And that kind of camaraderie exists all throughout. And it's even, doesn't have to be just Mustang people or just Ford people. You'll see it across brands and across different types of the community. The cars are still what brings everybody together.
You know, I think a lot of people are searching for not only community, but belonging, right? Humans in general are very social animals. So you can come out to something like this and really kind of find your place, right? If you got an EcoBoost, if you got a GT, if you got a GT500, there's all these different ways you can kind of mix in and mingle. And I think that's really what kind of gets even the first-time enthusiast happy about owning a Mustang.
What's funny about the Mustang for me is how many different styles there are over the years, and people love all of them.
The 03 Cobra. That was the car that, you know, since I can remember, it was like my dream car. And ever since I saw somebody with that car, driving it, hearing it, I've always wanted that car.
the history of the Fox is amazing. The styling, the different trim levels that you can get, you know, from the Celine to the Cobra. You know, it's timeless. The Fox body is timeless.
You know, the Fox body, I think, is the car that a lot of guys my age in their 30s, that was the one that really spoke to us, right? Vanilla Ice, Boys in the Hood, all those things you saw as a kid, man. That Fox was probably like the quintessential gotta have it. I'm in high school.
And style of what I like is always going to be a little bit more different than everybody else's, and there's a nice variety, and you kind of get to live your childhood dream that you were growing up with the little Matchbox cars. Now they're for real.
When you come, you know you're going to be around like-minded people, so you're always going to be able to talk to someone. It's cool to kind of talk to people about what they've done to their cars, and it's fun to get ideas and insights from other people.
So what is it about a Fox body? It's kind of hard to pinpoint, but I just know you get into newer cars and they're almost better in every way, but you get back in a Fox body and it's just cool.
So my grandfather was a big Ford guy, which then it passed on to my father. He's a big Fox body enthusiast and just Mustang enthusiast overall. I grew up watching him race, and 2 years ago I got my first Fox body.
When I was younger, my dad had a Mustang and I've been sitting in it for as long as I could remember, and he promised me it, then he couldn't part ways with it. So as soon as I was able to drive, I knew I wanted a Fox body.
It's just a very iconic car. No matter how it changes throughout the years, a Mustang will always be a Mustang. And I would say the friends that you meet along the way, they're just there to help you, and they're just very family-oriented people that I've come across.
I would say, as an adult, it's kind of hard to make new friends, right? I mean, you've got life, you got work, you got responsibilities. So I would say most of my friends now are Mustang enthusiasts that I've met over the years, right? Just other car guys. You know, I've had the opportunity now to travel to New York, you know, Louisiana, North Carolina, up to Canada, you know, Hawaii, and meet up with people that I've worked with over the years, building custom wheels, and that's just part of the community, right? People are happy to get together and hang out and open their doors to you.
It's just so much fun to drive, and it's just, anybody who's trying to get into cars, this is definitely the car to get because it's just so much fun.
It's literally just like walking into your own family and then putting yourself with a car. There's nobody here that's trying to look better than the next person. They just want to compete at their own level while being with another family member who has the same type of car.
If I had to put a finger on it, I think it's the level of customization, one, and secondly, I think it's the car culture in general, right? I mean, because anybody can get out there and purchase a Mustang because of its low cost of entry, and then the aftermarket is so diverse that you can really kind of build the car the way that you want it. I think people really enjoy coming out and seeing kind of what's happening with not only their friends, but the creativity of the community as a whole. So between those two factors, I think that's kind of the draw.
The automobile hobby it's a life. And it's been my life. And at 64, I don't plan on changing it.
Well, most of my really good friends are from the car community. I don't have a ton of local friends. Most of them are friends throughout the country, basically.
The people are really cool. It's a very good community. The car has a lot of aftermarket support.
Actually, a lot of my friends, most of them are all from the Mustang community. It's a pretty tight-knit group.
At the end of the day, it's really about the people, right? The cars are fun, don't get me wrong.
20 years from now, will we see a group like this? I'm hoping we do. Will I be here to see it? Well, maybe I'll look down on it. But I believe it's going to carry on.
And Nathaniel grew up knowing, like, this was Daddy's Mustang. You know, this was the car that he loved. Being able to keep that for him, to be able to take him out, to teach him, to bring him to the shows, to have him experience all of this.
So Fox bodies are the future, I think. I think they're getting more popular and more hard to find over the years, so if you have a Fox body, hold on to them because they are gems.
You may not see them every week, every day, whatever, but you see them at events like this, and it's always a pleasure to see them. And absolutely, the older I'm getting, I don't see some, and then I think, what happened to them? And you know, life has its cycle, and we are losing some of the great enthusiasts that are older than me, but it's friends, but more family. And the CJ's is a family. You know, there's certain ones that, you know, closer to them than I'm my own family.